probably the clearest you'll ever see this space. This has been this way since we hosted Thanksgiving. Chris probably loves it. Me, on the other hand, I miss my yummies. Yes, this is probably the clearest it's been since we moved in here. So it's time to decorate it for Christmas. It's movable. This island, I don't know, like on my social medias where people are like, I'm just cluttering it up. I don't think they realize how big this island is. It is a beast. It is huge, y'all. And it's just the two of us. So when you host, you just move stuff. Things are movable. You didn't glue them down. But I'm so excited to get to decorate for Christmas in here. I've got all my hutches are done now. The top of the cabinets, I'm not going to show you until the home tour. You got to have something as a reveal. And then that's going up and down on a ladder, which is not the prettiest of sights, y'all. So I'm really excited about how that turned out. But yeah, so let's decorate the island. And if I get to a little bit of this around, my thought process is, okay, like this is whatever Christmas I have left is going in this space. I bought it. I'm going to use it. I absolutely love this beast. And it is, yes, there's glass on this on this butcher black. It was here when we bought it. Love this as a riser, and there's still plenty of room. Oh, I absolutely love this piece. It's got the green that I add in, goes with Christmas colors, tells a story with all its patina and its fixes and everything about this piece. I absolutely love, and find an $8 piece. That was so rare. Yes, this piece cost me $8 back in the day, and I absolutely love it. There is one locally. I don't know if she ended up selling it or not, but then she put it outside and it was starting to rust and it made me so sad, but it was $80. I already got one. It's not cost efficient for me to buy, and then the package would have been huge. It doesn't weigh anything. But yeah, I mean, $80, I can't buy it to resell and, ship it on eBay by any means, but $8, I mean, so they're pieces I'm keeping. I'm going to use them. If I'm going to pay up for a piece, I'm going to use it. I'm at that part of my life. I'm buying what I want, what I like. We work hard. We might as well enjoy the house that we live in and our decor. Next piece I know I got last year. There again, I got it at a garage sale. $5. This beautiful candy cane striping peppermint. Not candy cane, peppermint striping. Made in China. Doesn't matter. I absolutely love this pedestal. So that is going to go in here, and I'll figure out, like, I'm positive on my 3 elements. And so this year I'm not doing the Hobby Lobby's trees. I am doing tinsel trees. I have collected enough silver trees, tinsel trees, to actually do my cupboards and my areas in my house. So that's what I'm doing this year. And at night, I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh, do I love it. Because we have tinsel trees and then the color wheels, and you can buy color wheels, not the vintage ones off of Amazon. So everything like just crinkles, sparkles. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty at night. I hope it photographs at the home tour as well as what we can see. Now this guy's a shorter. He's just a shorty little vintage tree. I love him. I don't even remember like where I bought this one for. Do I buy too much when I don't remember exactly? Like, did I get it at auction? Did I get it at an antique store? I don't really know. I just know that it's a little shorty, and I just think that it's perfectly imperfect, and it's weathered over time is beautiful. And with this being so big, so massive, it will fit right in here. So I just have to move a couple branches here and there. And we should be good. But of course, I can't just leave it silver. I could, but I decorate. If I do decorate a tinsel tree, I just use red bulbs. I love that pop of red. So that is the thing with the silver trees, that sometimes they're kind of see-through, and then once you add some bulbs, and some of them are vintage, some are not. I'm not going to like, oh my gosh, I have to have all vintage. It's hard. It's hard to find all vintage. So you just kind of take what you're given. Or what you purchase. I guess you didn't nobody gave it to you usually. If you have a friend that will give you vintage Christmas, keep that friend around for a long time. And no, the cats don't bother. The cats could care less. Not their jam, not their worry, I guess. So my next thing that I want to do, I want to see if this is going to work. I have mugs left through all the decorations I've done. When you see those tablesfuls of mugs on my social media or in many of these videos, I don't regret it. I have no regrets. But I would like to put some under a cloche and then put the cloche on top of here without breaking the cloche, without breaking a cup. So let's see how that goes. What we can fit. Ooh. I didn't want to have to put a piece of wood if I didn't have to. So very carefully. I don't even know if you can see. Ta-da! Don't want to do that twice. Oh no, I don't want to do that twice. I don't think my cloche is completely flat, but fill up around it. Now I do think I made that harder than I needed to be. I actually rearranged it off camera and was able to stack them and then get another one because I wanted to see all their faces. I don't know why in my mind I had to stuff them in that cloche first. Well, you know. But I do have one little vintage silvery. This one I actually I silvered. I don't remember what was going on with it, why I did, but I silvered it. And some of the silver came off. I must not have had enough of the glue adhesive, but he is perfect to fit into this little vignette. All those Santa faces. I think this is my last one of these. I should go see if Diane has any more. Oh, I had to go outside. It's raining. The weather. I wanted to go to the Shipshewana auction today, but being that it's hour and a half, 2-hour drive for me, it was slushy this morning. So driving in the dark, anyway, y'all. I'm like, should I use this one? Yeah, I think that one. I grabbed one of these, but I think it's much too big. And then we gotta do that so you see it. We don't want to cover up. Now, if you look really close, the cloche, if you look really close, the cloche isn't all the way down. It's okay. I'm not, it's not a judging contest. It's just a decor show. He did look so cute. And then I have 3 little bitty Santa mugs that we can kind of just place that around, and that will kind of hide what you don't, the little bottom that you don't you don't see. And it'll go for the 3 for 25 cents. Oh, if they were only 3 for 25 cents, more like at least $25 now. But oh, not going to make this terribly too busy because I don't think there's anything hosting that I have to take it down. We do host Christmas for our children, but like I said, there's so much room around here. You don't have to take it down. I would like to add like some candy cane sticks, the peppermint sticks, or some candy canes or something. There's a hole. I can't have you know me, I can't have a hole. That's just how I am. So I'll figure out something to add something in there. I was thinking a Santa mug, but I don't have any tall enough, the vintage ones, because I ended up using all vintage ones in there. Yeah, maybe a little ironstone pitcher. I thought about a pitcher, but I think a sugar dish would be like shorter, and I have candy canes that I wouldn't eat because I use them year after year. I use them year after year. Plus, most kids don't like the peppermint. They want flavored. So that, oh, and that's short enough to go underneath the tree. And then I was thinking, I'm like, what if I stick them the other way? Because I can't really make them all full. And then that way they might like layer and tier a little bit so they're not all like the same. See how many I can fit in here. This is the one I have left. And it looks like that one's already broke. Well, you know. Oh, hold on. Bring it down to my eye level here. Let's rework this. There, my little hot mess. And then how about the little ones in a little creamer that kind of offsets, and there's a hole. I say I'm not going to do too much, and the next thing you know, I'm like, yeah, there's so much more I can do. Now, these are little peppermint sticks that came unwrapped in a little box. Of course, we got to take a look-see. So I have a hole here, but see, like the mugs work out because then it's on the other side. And then you see all the ornaments from that side. So I need a little something right here. It may or it may not work. I don't know. Well, it's under the tree. Who can ride in the back? Somebody's got to ride in the back. Okay, I don't have a lot of pixies left, but sticking with the candy theme, why not have like a candy container full of peppermints? I think that would be cute. So now I'm working on my countertops. One of the last spaces. I'm going to save a few hidden surprises for when I do the whole home tour, but now we're going to work at this little corner cabinet. But I leave the door open so you can see the yummies inside. I have piled the last bit of vintage Christmas I have. I probably will still be shopping for it all year long yet again. You kind of find new things and you trade them out. Love how the island turned out. So now it's time for the countertops. And of course, this is a usable space, so just kind of line it. It's just me and Chris. So, I could fill it out to here and we'd be good, but I'm not going to. Love those. Ever since I did these, this is just, if you did not see that, y'all, it's just a silicone bulb that I bought off of Amazon. This beautiful lamp that probably had a shade at some point of its life, but I got that at an estate sale. And then it has a long cord. Oh, well. And then, so we just tuck it. You just hide those cords. And then nobody has to know. You just have to make sure you get it on that little cutout there that's on the bottom. But love it. We use it as our night light. Love it. So I'm going to start off with the holiday tins. Which way? I don't know. Which one do I want to go which way? So love the holiday tins. Something that I'm always going to be looking for. I don't think you can have enough of that. And then I don't have enough of these little Santas. I need to find more little Santas. So we're going to add him in there. And you have to play sometimes. So sometimes you have to play to get them to stand up. They don't just always, they're old. They were just made to be, I don't know. Huggables? Were they made to be huggables? Or little kids supposed to be hugging on them? Then since I don't have any more Santas that are that size, I do have this old paper Santa. Maybe he would have had reindeer. I don't know. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add him in there because I think he's funny. He's side-eyeing, and I'm going to end up pushing this back because I have 3 little vintage Santa mugs that I think I'm going to stack.
do a little Santa mug stack. Oh, I love it. I'm going to turn that it's funny how just turning something like, oh, just a little bit. Y'all, look at this. I got this on a whatnot the other night. I bought both of them with the plans maybe to give one to Becca because she I don't know if she loves butter pats though, but I did buy two. And it's funny because it's not like that is more of a teal, which matches the holiday tin. So I think I'm going to go ahead and add the Merry Christmas in here because it's the holiday that I want to see. Not necessarily the boat, but it's the holiday wording. And I think maybe this tree will match. It's a vintage tree, little base. You know, you kind of pull everything out, get an idea, and then now you start gathering it. So the one thing I know that I want, so this yummy box that has the cubbies in it, oh my goodness. And then I pre-styled it for you with some of the spice tins, the vintage that just happened to be red and green. So that's another thing I look for all year long. Anything red and ginger. Does anybody know anybody like that? And then look at this one. This is the poultry seasoning, which is a hard one to get. And then I thought this one was amazing. Apple pie spice. Anytime it has something other than like just the wording and it has the picture. Though you see it sits kind of cockeyed. It does not sit. And I want to put it, so I'd like to put it in this space. So it's covering up the plug a little bit. So my idea was, I thought I could put it on top of a cheese box, but I don't really want to see this cheese box writing. So I'll just tip it to its side and then I can pull it out enough because the plug pushes out from the wall. And then I can just do that. So then that's sitting off of it. And so now it's laying more flat. And now I have more space that I can fill up because you know me, I can't have any holes. We are in the kitchen, so this is a perfect place for a mug rack, right? Yes, it is. Though on this one I'm going to put regular size Santa mugs. I was able just to thrift some the other day. Let's say buy secondhand because it was an antique store. So it was a 2-pack and they were still in the boxes though. I already put the boxes away because I needed to get my house back because my house had so many Christmas totes out. I'm like, I'm just using what I have left and what I'm leaving out. So perfect. It was already green. The greens don't all have to match. I'm putting all his little faces out. Oh, he's so cute. Okay, so I have that part. Now we're going to slightly, this is a carbon monoxide detector. We have them all throughout the house, y'all. Yeah, safety first. One thing I use a lot is this little black stool riser. Love, 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 love this thing. So I have a few of these trees left. So I love the cream. See, I love that cream and the white. There's something about that. And then the two different ones popping against my subway tile backsplash. I have this little basket that I think I have. These are not vintage little Santa mugs, but it doesn't matter, y'all. So I'm just going to kind of tip them like they just happily fell into this little we're all happy and we're just going to fall in here and then we can see all their little faces. And then I have a number, it doesn't always have to be the 25. I have this number 5 in my kitchen all year long, so I like that. 5 cents. 5 cents for, oh, if we could find a Santa mug for 5 cents. And I still have plenty of elves. I keep finding them. And I cannot not pick them up. I absolutely love these little fellers. Maybe that little guy. And the stripage. I'm not sure what's going on with those little legs. More of a crisscross applesauce, I think. Oh, maybe I can get him to tuck. It's like playing with dowels. No, he just does not. He doesn't want to tuck. He's like, I've done my tucking time. I don't want to do it anymore. but they all have that stripe and that faded green. But I got a hole there, so I can't have a hole. So what a so it's the green and it's Christmas. But look at the sequins. The sequins to me have nothing to do with Christmas. They're just sequins. So I'd like to put that there, but it kind of shrinks. So I have one of these little nameplate clips and the candies, the peppermint and candies. I might have to, ooh, sorry little guy. That just, look at that, gives it like a whole nother inch. And then I have to figure out how to rest it. Maybe this will help it lift it up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Because it's kind of big for that little clip, but it's enough to lift it up a little bit. You know, I'm a tweaker. I tweak, tweak, tweak. Change out, tweak, add, buy. Okay, loving that. But now let's do this. We got this space. So what do I have going on for that space? I do have this little bendy, and I thought about a wreath, but I'm like, will he hang off of? He does hang off of there, and maybe I can slide this down a little bit. He does hang there. Oh, he's adorable. So it's green. And if I stick some of these plastic fake candy canes in there, we just made this little watering can Christmas decor. So maybe slide him over. Oh, he's man down, man down. Okay, so over there, that over. Okay, put him over there. Put that. I didn't want to cover up too much of that. That's funny. I feel like I need something there. I need something there. I found another gumball machine, and I had a whole bunch of the light covers. So I want to break up so it doesn't look like everyday decor next to my yummies. Yeah, I like that. So what do I have? Looking at my stash. I got some jingle bells. No, I think I want to put the jingle bells over here because they're heavy and they're going to need, I don't think a clip's going to keep those up. That's a lot of jingle bells. And there's a little damage right here. So he had a jingle bell and he has this, I don't know why he has a fur, and it's glued on to him. I don't know why they gave him fur, but I thought I could send him in front of the broken part of the jingle bells. So I got my jingle bells matching and then my plastic matching. And then still, what can I put there? I did pick up this because it had Santa's face on it. Maybe find a flower frog or something, or just rest it up against there. Look at the cat. Our cats don't bother anything, so I'm lucky and blessed. I don't have to worry about that. The kids, I don't have kids to worry about, so just me and Chris. Okay, so let's come over here. And I have this, and I forgot that I had this, and I fixed that leg. Where are we? So the time I'm filming this video, it's this day. It's the 13th. I got no treats in there. We'll have to backtrack. I'll have to get some treats by the home tour. I think it's fun. I think this little event calendar treasures is very fun. So what about the tree? And then maybe instead of him, put another, because I did have a couple more of the trees. And you can just have that resting. Maybe, might not even stay there, but that means I have another shelf I can work on. Ornament box. Extra long ornaments. And then this is just, look at the little minis, and it has red bulbs. They're not all there, but it's just a little mini ornament box. My last Scotch tape container in the plaid. And then another little guy. Then we always have to talk nice to. Sometimes you have to offset your things to get them to stay up. Look at my shelf. And then these are my last 4 things that I had pulled out. So this is a paper mache boot, but it has a Santa face on it, and I'm not going to try to take it off because that's how it's been its life. And then this little box has nothing in it, empty. My last little vintage Santa mug. And then one more bendy knee because I thought, you know what, he could just sit in that little box. Oh my gosh, he can, he does, he fits. So, yeah. So it's cluttered, but it's organized clutter, right? Now I have this space there again. I'll turn this little light on. So like coffee bar, but we never use it as a coffee bar. There's usually an little ironstone bowl, some of Chris's coffee. My coffee's in those. I made these forever ago, love them. And they just get to stay there, but I have 2 shelves I get to put decor on. Okay, I'm gonna start off with some more of the trees. Those are my last 2 like that. Oh. And I have a cloche, and I have another little bendy knee, and I'm going to add in. I did this in a jar, but the jar you couldn't really see it you couldn't see him very well because there was some detail on it. So I'm gonna put him upside down. Fill in, fill in these little, and then I chose to go all white and red to go with my theme. And then he squished in there. Look at that. And I have a wooden riser. I think I got him in there so tight. Okay, I don't want anything to fall out and break. Now that's a naughty little elf. He's been naughty. Oh, look. I don't know who made this one. This is the only one I have like this that has no, it's just pink. I don't think it had paint loss. I don't know if it's a hobbyist piece. It's very interesting to me that there's no eye color, there's no red in it. It's just pink. Like I said, I'm winding down to my cups here. So I'm gonna put these down here because I do have this box I've been trying to use all over the place, and because it's not flat, it won't stand up, but it's still yummy, and I think I can fit it in. Oh, it does fit in there perfectly. Those are always your hopes and prayers there. Actually pick these up, though they have pink ornaments in them. I think, oh, they do fit. There we go. Oh, there. I can't leave him alone. He has to have a friend. This one's got a really good tan, though. He has a very good tan. And only one little pink. Look at his peachy cheek there. So they can be cheeky together with their. I think I only have one green metallic like that one. And I didn't need as many bulbs to fill him up. So why not just scatter some of them? I don't think on the cup. Scatter some of those around. Got one thing left. I have the shiny bright ornament box that's still around, but it's seen better days. I think maybe this way. I'll come down and steal this and put that behind that. That'll fill in that hole that I have going on there. And maybe so they're not next to each other, just off to the side. Couple bulbs.